Welcome back to Rudniki, episode 16. On today's episode, we're going to go grab the baler, and then we're going to get that straw baled. We harvested that barley field in the previous episode. The other one's not too far behind it. I think next month it's ready to go again. And then we gotta pick a couple different crops to plant and try out. I was kind of looking at the mustard crop. I don't know how that works. It must just be like a grass. It looks like it's like plant any time and then I'm assuming it would regrow. But it's worth trying it out, you know, then we can obviously get more grass for our cow pen. Get that taken care of. Let's see, I think if we put the tire right next to the pile here, we should be good. That's a little too much. Leave a little space. Looks a lot better. Yeah, and I think we'll put mustard in this one. We can get planting it right away. And then, you know, see how it goes. And I think we're going to put like that rye crop over in that other field over there. Once we get the barley harvested up. And again, we're saving all this barley. And that will go into our silo, and then we'll have plenty for our chickens. And then we won't have to worry about them for a while, for a few years, and we can start selling some cash crops. Making some money. We probably will in this episode. I think we're going to get a mower. We've talked about it for many episodes, what we're going to do with all that overgrown grass that's up by our farm there, but I think it is time to look into getting a nice mower. It's going to have a, you know, something that can gather all the stuff so we don't have to worry about that, and then we'll just dump it into the cow shed. We probably will get cows, I think, this year, and we can start going down that route. Probably don't have to go too crazy with them either, just get, you know, enough to get the operation going. Maybe let them reproduce once, and then we'll stop them like we did with the chickens. Alright, yes, it's looking good. Okay, let's do a little time lapse getting this baled, and then we'll see you on the other side. Alright, just getting the last few bales here. I had to think about that a little bit because we do have some more barley to get to our silo. So we kind of need this trailer to, you know, dump into, but I guess we could drive the combine over to the silo too. It's not that far away. That way, we can stack these one time and not have to do them again. Because we are desperate for the money too, so we'd have to sell them, you know. Otherwise we could wait another year and do it later. But, yeah, let's get them sold right away, you know. Okay, so I think that was all of it there. I was also looking at the pH, so we could maybe try to get some lime on this field before we plant. Again, we're probably gonna do mustard in this field, which will take... we should probably drive on a road, shouldn't we? That's what it's there for. Hardly ever use it. Oh yeah, this tractor's way too slow to do the baling anymore. I would definitely like to get our eyes set on a nice tractor. Probably trade, like I said, both of these in, find something decent powered, and then we can start upgrading our implements as well. But yeah, we'll just put this into the shed as is, like this. And we got one more field yet of straw. But I think what we might do... we'll probably... now I really think about it, we're going to save the... we're getting the lawnmower for the next episode. In this episode, we'll look at getting the lime going, because we do got to get that crop planted so it can start growing ASAP. Maybe we can get a cut in before the winter hits. So to do the lime, we got to look at this, because we do probably want some for like a salt spreader as well in the future. So if we could have one that does both, that would be great, but I don't know if there is one or not. See, fertilizer spreaders, one that does lime also is, well, these big ones, of course. This must have been one of the DLC ones. It would have been cool to try that, but obviously it is way too big for this playthrough. One does lime. I mean, that's not terrible there. I mean, that... wind boom? That's interesting. Another 8 grand for that. Yeah, it's kind of out of our budget now that I look at it. That one does both. The thing is, they don't do salt, is what I was hoping for. There is one over here that does, what is it? Winter equipment. That's salt only. That seems like such a waste, you know? Why couldn't you do both? We'll probably buy this one for salt then at some point. And we'll just have to select a spreader for the lime. 14 width, 27, 42. 13,000. Yeah, we don't want to break the bank here either. We'll probably go with one of these smaller ones. Looks like they both hold the same. I think the one that mounts on the back would be a lot easier. But we can configure it to 1500 like that, and it would hold quite a bit. And the spread lime. Whew. What color do we want? Should we do white for lime? That's easy to remember. Alright, so 1500, otherwise we could do the 1000 liter. I think we're going to regret it if we don't go all the way big. Alright, we'll do that. Then we got to get some bags of lime. Of course, we got these nice ones here. We'll grab the stack. Bags of fertilizer, bags of lime. Could always go up with a pickup truck too. We'll fill it up, so 250. We'll just get a few here. Can always buy more. The nice thing about lime is it's really cheap, which is awesome. Yeah, we'll park this up over here. Yeah, the grass is getting long here. I think on the next episode, I swear, we're gonna get a mower and get going on this. Get the old Zader. Yeah, we could configure some weights on the front if we need to. Have to see if it can handle it. I hope it can handle it. The other thing we could start looking at is, you know, getting more fields. It'd be nice to get everything established before we go that direction. We'll take a shortcut through the back. Yeah, it's getting weedy up here even. There we go. I'm hoping we can get it without configuring weights. Let's see, can we fill right next to it, or we gotta lift them up? inside. We might have to lift it over. Are we not close enough? That's fine. It's more realistic, I guess, if we do it ourselves. I really do love this. This should be base game. These bags. And we got room for how much more? We're at halfway, so another 3 bags will get us filled. And then we'll hold off on buying more until we're ready. But we can also bring some over with the pickup truck when the time comes. Have some in our shed. That's how we should do it anyway. Fantastic, 100%. At some point too, we're probably gonna have to service this tractor if we don't get a new one by, you know, before too long. Oh, it's not actually even showing. That's a mod issue there. We're definitely full, but it's not showing it visually. That's always realistic. Okay, so we shall... Can we get this whole field in one go? Always likes to hire a driver when I hold it for some reason. So this is, yeah, 14 meters. Doesn't look like we can quite get it in one go. It's a nice working with, but not the whole field, obviously. Okay. Let's see what happens here. What's going on? Do we have to... Oh, pH value is perfect there. Look at that. I think it's not going all the way out to the side, even though it says it's supposed to be. It's really hard to tell because it's not showing on the ground. Maybe we should go ahead and cultivate this first. And then we can run the lime on it. Yeah, our subsoiler was over around the back there. Yeah, I remember that from the... Was it the previous series? We were using those. Maybe it was 2 series ago. We're using those lime throwers and then they're not quite the width that it says it is. I can't believe they haven't fixed it after all these months, but I guess it is what it is. Oh no. It's getting tighter. We should probably put that auger away. I didn't think we were going to have to put this away. I didn't think it was in the way. But let's just do it. Get her set up here. And then we want to do probably just a couple headlands. All right, excellent. Let's go ahead and run this, and then we'll throw some lime down. So as it turns out, you can barely see the lime on the field. I don't know why. It must be what the creator did for this map for the lime texture, which I didn't think that was different. We're definitely using it because we have, when we go roll over it, it's at 6.0. Obviously not right here, but right where you can, very light, you can see it though. 6.0 versus the 5.3. And I did set it up for 10 working with because that's actually what it is. It's not 14. I'd say that's false advertising. But how are you going to win that one? They're going to have to put a court simulator in farming simulator. Maybe we can win the legal battle on that one. Okay, so I think that's about most of it. Obviously not all of it. There's a little bit behind us here yet. Where is that? Keep going a little farther, I guess. And that is empty. So, yeah, that should be alright. I mean, that must be the texture they decided on doing for... because you can definitely kind of see it. They must have thought it was more realistic to do the lighter spread like that. I was confused it was even working for a while there. Alright, where do we want to store the lime spreader? I mean, we could put it up in our shed there, but it feels like it should be somewhere else. But we really can't maneuver this tractor anywhere else. So I guess we'll just put it over in our shed. Probably right next to our hay cutter there. And then we'll get on, we might as well go ahead and get the mustard planted right away. And like I said, we will, there we go. We'll save the lawn mowing for the next episode. It's gonna desperately need it. We could probably mow it by the mailbox out there by the road too. It's gonna need it. Well, the nicest place in town, I'll guarantee that. Let's see, mustard. Yeah, it's worth a try. To me, it's probably just gonna be a grass crop as well. Wish we just changed that other we just changed that alfalfa field to grass so we could get more of a harvest out of it, but I do want to experience the specialty crops on this map before we obviously close out. Okay, so let's get off. We probably should have planted or threw some manure down too, but nitrogen's perfect. pH is bad. Did it change our pH back to bad after planting, or did we just weren't over far enough here maybe? Let's drive a little bit farther. And then we'll see if it gets any better here. I hope it gets better. I mean, we just put that lime down. Okay, perfect, it says. But it's saying... actually, we don't even need nitrogen. Look at that. Mustard growing 1 out of 4. pH value is good, and then yeah, nitrogen's not even required, so that's actually gonna be very nice that we don't have to worry about putting nitrogen down. That'll give us a little break from that. Alright, let's get this planted, and then we'll see you then. One thing I wanted to note here too was we actually did bring up some rocks on the with the subsoiler this time. We did the other field, it didn't do it. Now it's doing it, and they are not going away. So that will cause some extra machinery damage. But I don't know if we're gonna. We'll have to see how crazy it gets, if we got something we're gonna have to worry about or not. But I kind of wish maybe there was a little bit better mechanism with how that would work. You know, so it's not a bunch every time, maybe just a little here or there, then it would, over time, if you don't keep up with it, it would get worse. But it just seems like it could have been implemented a little bit better. Okay, so we have mustard planted. Kind of eager to see what it's going to start looking like. How does the field look as far as if we hit everything? Yeah, it's all green. I definitely assume that it works just like grass, if I had to guess. Yeah, the other field, we'll probably put some like rye or something over there, or one of the other... something new. Okay, we'll put this in the shed. I think we're good to go. Probably check up on the chickens and see if they need any more feed or not. Or we can take a nap and get to the next month otherwise. Yeah. Chickens, how we doing? They have almost 3 months left, but 2 to be safe. I'm pretty sure this is our regular barley over here. We did the winter barley. Yeah. No, it's 4 out of 6. So we got 2 months yet before that's ready to go. I was thinking it was next month, but it's not. I guess we'll have time to actually cut the grass. Alright, let's take a nap. Alright, July. Let's check up. Ooh, that's really weedy. We definitely need to get that cut. Let's see here. Let's check up on... oh, the sales. Well, that would be very nice, wouldn't it? But we are definitely not that rich. Yeah, 2.3 months. The grass is probably getting about ready to cut. One more growth stage. We might as well let that go all the way big. Here is our mustard. How does this look? That's definitely a different kind of crop, ain't it? It almost looks like a radish or lettuce or something. Interesting. So yeah, 2 out of 4. I think we could get actually a lot of harvests off of this. And again, I'm not sure if we can, you know, keep, if it just regrows after we cut it. I assume it gets cut with a sickle. Kind of guessing. I mean, is there anything... it doesn't show it on our combine. Yeah, it doesn't show it on the corn header, so... special header? That's the MacDon, okay. Thank God. I probably should have looked at all that before we planted it, but I assume it's going to cut like grass. And then... here is our... barley, 5 out of 6. Yeah, 1 more month on that. Then we'll have to do the whole round again. We'll get it cut, put it in the silo, get it baled in the straw. We'll add it to our straw bale collection here and get those sold in the winter. And we should be good on, like I said, for barley for our chickens for quite a while. I think what we might do to wrap the episode up here, let's just actually dump a load of barley into the chicken pen. So we don't have to worry about that. Because we're going to have enough on our plate on the next episode. Yeah, we need the buckets. That's the snowplow. Where's our bucket? Our bucket's way in the grass over here. Can barely see it. Like it's time to get the mower, that's for sure. It's just way too much. Can't even see our chickens over all the grass. I get them ran over. So you make sure that the winter barley is going to actually work? I think we should. Okay, that one actually says 0 liters. So there's winter barley. Winter wheat I was looking at. I misread it. They should take it though. Just like we thought the alfalfa wasn't going to work and then it worked. There's even a weed trimmer on the mod hub that I got. We can maybe trim up the sides if we really have to. Let's go down to this other trigger so we're not hitting pallets. Yeah, right in here. Should work, yes. Okay, they took it all. 6.3 months remaining. I don't know, we might have to plant a field of it next year too. I guess if we had to buy some, we could. Some feed. We could just get some bags if we need to. We should probably take a break from it though. So we can change things up a little bit. Okay, let's get this out of the way. We'll have to get the tractor moved as well. Our bucket's pretty wide, ain't it? There we go. Shut the door so we can mow up right next to it. Yeah, let's get this out of the way and then I'll put this in the shed actually. For the most part, we do have an open area around here, so we can at least try to get... Let's shut all these doors. We're gonna mow right next to them. They close a little slow than I would like, but... Alright, excellent! I think we're set for the next episode. How's our greenhouse? That's pretty good yet. Napa cabbage producing. Excellent. Yeah, we're definitely going to get a mower on the next episode. Let's take a quick peek at those before we end out. What we might get. Yeah, we're going to get a ride-on lawnmower. It's a perfect series to do it with. Question is, do we want a zero-turn one, or should we get one of these other ones? I think it'd be kind of fun to get one of these. What is the working width on these? 1 meter. 1 meter. So we're kind of getting the same. Yeah, there's one of these, like, if you get this one, then you have to buy the deck separate. Is it cheaper to buy it separate? 23. 34. That'd be the same. There's a John Deere one here. What's the combinations on that? Yeah, there's a... So that one's got a bag for the back, so 49. We're probably going to get one of the Husqvarna ones, if that's how you say it. Combinations, yeah, you could buy the bag here. I'll probably just go with this one, I'm thinking. Then we'll dump it into our cow pasture. We should get plenty of grass, for sure. Like I said, the end of this year, maybe even before the end of the year, we'll start getting going on some milking cows here. Got 11,316 of liters of grass in here. Again, I'm just trying to top up a little bit more, but again, I don't think we're that far away. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Let's do some hard work mowing.